Devin Pike, during the end days of the Bataan Death March known as South by Southwest Film 2010, here with Jason and Ben, the filmmakers behind Lebanon, PA. Boys, thank you very much for joining us. We appreciate it.
Thank you. Thanks for having us.
Thanks for having us.
I've been chasing you guys for the majority of the week because I really loved Lebanon, PA. I thought it was a really great character study, and it had the makings of it could have been veered off into movie of the week fodder. But it really stayed true to what the story dictated. You got great performances. Tell us about the film real quick.
Thank you. Let him talk. He's a better talker.
It is a family drama set in Philadelphia and Central PA, where our main character, Will, played by Josh Hopkins, is an advertising guy, and he's a bit at loose ends because his father has just died, and he has to go back to Central Pennsylvania to bury his dad. And while he's there, he meets his extended family, including CJ, who is a 17-year-old girl, a distant relation of his, who's also at a crossroads in her life because she's just found out that she's pregnant and was planning to go off to like college off in Philadelphia, and has all these things she wants to do in life, and suddenly for both of them the direction they thought they were going is kind of up in the air. And the film ultimately becomes about so many things. It's a universal story of kind of people figuring out kind of coming of age and figuring out what they're going to do with their lives, but simultaneously a story about so much of the kind of current American cultural divide, but all seen through the tiny lens of this particular family and these people. And like you said, yeah, it's a character study. We try to stay true to the characters, and that way the film never it stays engaging and stays kind of honest.
Great performances from everybody, and I love Samantha Mathis from a long ways back, and great get for her.
Yeah, we do too.
Tell me about the process of casting the movie, and when you're matching up, were you writing with specific people in mind for certain parts, or did people just show up in the casting process and say, this is the person we've got to have for this?
Yeah, well, we were a very small movie, so we were very, very lucky to get Josh and Samantha. We didn't quite have the luxury of being kind of like, yes, like, we will have, these people, because we're so small. We had to basically kind of, put the film together bit by bit and go and beg and find people. And we were just really lucky to have Samantha and Josh involved. I mean, there were definitely people that I respected and kind of had in mind. Samantha came on earlier than Josh, and I really have to give her credit for the movie happening, because she stuck with us, as with a lot of small films, as we continued to kind of raise money and put it together. She could have kind of gone off and done something else, but she loved the script and stuck by us and helped us get the thing actually, made.
Tell me a little bit about how long it took to get this thing done. I mean, starting with, from the first idea of the script to, hey, my uncle has a barn, let's go make a movie, to you're at South by Southwest premiering it.
Well, I guess, Ben, you started, right now it's 2010, you started writing this...
In 2005.
Yes.
Summer 05 was when I started writing it, and then there was so it was about 2 years of kind of writing and getting it together, and then Jason was the bartender at the first fundraising party we did in 2007, early 07. And then he was on board since then. So then
I came on board. I was lucky enough, I'd known Ben before. We had met just through a mutual friend while he was doing Cellar, and I was working on another film. And then he came with me the script for Lebanon. Thought it was fantastic. He's like, good, we're going to do a fundraiser, try to raise money for it. And that's, I guess, my first official involvement. I was the bartender. My job was to keep everyone's glasses very full as we asked them for money at this fundraiser.
Well lubricated
yes.
is what we like to call it.
Well, I definitely did my job of trying to lubricate the masses. And but then from there, it's an independent film. It was, lower budget. It was just a lot of, we weren't fortunate enough to have one investor fund the entire project. So it was a lot of legwork of just multiple investors and trying to find little bunches of money to then finally make the film, all the while, like Ben was saying, getting Samantha on board, getting Ian, trying to find Rachel, trying to find a crew, trying to find locations, trying to find your uncle's bar, which I would have loved to have had because it would have made life a lot easier.
Yeah. The bar wasn't that cheap, actually.
Yeah, the bar was definitely one of the, and that wasn't even the cruise tab. That was just shooting there wasn't cheap.
I'm always curious, the vibe for South by Southwest is so much different from other film festivals, from Sundance, from Utah, all the festivals like Cannes. premiering it at South by Southwest has to, I mean, it has to be a boon to you guys because it's a more relaxed atmosphere, and B, there aren't a ton of people, and it's a detriment and an advantage at the same time. There aren't a ton of people running around going, when are you going to get signed? When are you going to get distributed? Wait. But it's still going to be in the back of your heads, even in this laid-back atmosphere.
Oh yeah, I mean this is our world premiere, and we put our heart and souls into this movie, and so it is very important for us to sell it so that we can make our next movie. So we're definitely aware of that, but at the same time, it's a very social atmosphere here. It's been really great. We actually just saw Philip the Fossil. Quick plug, and it was really good, and it was great because we saw that because we met this guy like at 3 different parties and just hung out with him and talked to him. We're like, this guy's great. His movie's got to be good, and it was really good. So it's definitely a social atmosphere. It's a festival that I really think is about kind of putting the work first, but at the same time too, it was so busy that it's just impossible to keep up with everything because there are so many films and they really pack it into that weekend. So it kind of was a blur, and we worked so hard on our film and like doing press for our film and stuff that we're just kind of trying today to catch up on everything else. There's a lot going on here.
Absolutely, and if you're watching this now, the music festival kicks off today. So everything that we thought was busy, it's nothing compared to the throng that's out there on the streets right now.
Yeah, we had a little bit of a late evening last night at the wrap party, I guess, for the whole festival, and we were duly woken up this morning because apparently there's a concert stage directly under our hotel window. And it is St. Patrick's Day today, and so I love live music, but yeah, it was a very early start.
Yeah. So far, they shut off 6th Street at night for the film festival, or just coincidentally, just because of the bars and stuff. And now it looks like 6th, 5th, 4th are like all shut down all the time.
Gridlock. So you guys were out at the Mike Relm show last night, out at Maggie Mae's. Did you catch that?
Yeah.
God, we talked to him a couple of days ago, and I'm absolutely floored by him, and I would love to see, as cinema-minded as he is, and this might be an idea for you guys, get him to write your score. I think he'd be a perfect match for it, and I don't even know what project you got going on next. I'm trying to get my friends working and get my friends connected now. So.
Well, we were really lucky to collaborate for the score on Lebanon. It's all done by Matt Pond, PA, who actually is in the South by Music Festival as well. And it really is amazing to work with someone, especially at our budget level and stuff, to be able to work with someone, talented who is writing a score. A lot of movies they kind of license music, and we do have an original score in our movie. Which is and I think adds a lot to the movie, and artistically it's really enriching to be able to after you've done all the edit and everything, you still have a whole other layer of collaboration and artistic work on the movie.
Well, again, congratulations on a great premiere. A lot of great buzz on the flick. I wish you the most success for this flick because I really loved it. Look for it around. It will get distributed because good quality work like this always finds a way out to the public. Lebanon, PA is the film. Guys, thank you so much for spending time with us. We really appreciate it.
Thank you very much.